Hiya, so it's Saturday today, the last day of my daily vlogs. The plan I've been going on, that I made myself has been going well. Last night after I uploaded I had two hi-fi bars, so that would have taken me up to my full amount of 2 healthy extra Bs, and I had another hi-fi bar, which would have taken me to 12.5 sins for the day, and a cup of decaffeinated coffee. I have now got my traditional breakfast. I've snuck up to my bedroom just to eat it, just because it's nice just to have a bit of peace and quiet to have breakfast. All the rest of the week, obviously, sitting down at the kitchen table, always in a tiny bit of a rush to get it all done on time. But today I've got a bit of time. It's about just gone 9:30. I'm going to start making my spaghetti bolognese about 10, so that after I've come back from my day, I usually get back on a Saturday about 4ish, so it's quite useful to have the spaghetti bolognese. Well, it will be quite useful because it's the first time I've done it this week, but I've made it before I've gone out. So I'm obviously just making the bolognese. I just do the spaghetti when I get back. So I'll leave about quarter to 11 or so. So kids have had their breakfast. I'm just going to have mine. I've had my shower. So today is a bit of a higgledy-piggledy day on Saturday. So there's not going to be really a lunch involved. It'll be fruit and hi-fi bars and kind of free snacks and speed snacks, and be a little bit of popcorn and sins and stuff. But I'm going to record as best I can what I eat. But that's why I'm going to have a proper breakfast, and then when I get back I'll have my spaghetti bolognese. So I will see you next time I eat something. I forgot to actually just say what I'm actually eating. So I'm eating just normal as normal. I am having my cereals, which is half a healthy extra of oat Cheerios. So that's 20 grams. I've got 3 sins worth of fruit nut muesli, which is 15 grams. I've got half a piece of 400 gram wholemeal loaf. I've got with 15 grams of peanut butter on it, which is 4.5 sins. I've got pear on my toast today. So I either have my speed food, I'll either have speed food in my cereals or speed food on my toast. And I've got my decaffeinated coffee and that's almond milk in my cereals and in my coffee. And I have only last scraps. I've finished all my almond milk, so I'm going to get a delivery tonight. If anyone's interested in the delivery I get, I can try vaguely to do a little vlog when I put the things away, but it might not happen. But I might try and do that one day. But usually as it arrives I put it straight away, otherwise it never goes away. So, but I can always go through the cupboards later and tell you what I've bought, Okay then, I'll see you next time I eat something. Yeah, just gonna have a couple of light cheese. These are just free. These are free feeds, and they're pretty nice. I like them because they're a bit tricky to get into, but once you're in, they taste like really nice grapes. Okie dokie, I'll catch you next time I eat something. I'm gonna have an apple. It's a Braeburn apple. Hiya, so I've just got back. So kind of in this patch now where I'm really hungry, tired, a bit thirsty. So I've made my spaghetti bolognese this morning. It's just here. show that to you in some way. That's just in there. And that's just obviously a vegetarian vegetarian bolognese. So it's just basically been sat since this morning. And so basically I'm going to wait now to put some spaghetti on when everyone's ready to eat. So then all I have to do is put spaghetti. It'll only take, yes, buddy? It'll only take 10 minutes. So I'm just basically going to find something to eat now that's free, and probably make myself a hot drink, get myself some squash, sit down. So I think I'll always do this. I think I'll always make the spaghetti bolognese before I leave. This is just really great to have come back and now not have to make spaghetti bolognese. So I will see you when I next eat something. Put the kettle on ready so that I can put the spaghetti on when it's time. So I've got some hot water to do that. I've just filled myself up a bottle of squash. So there was just a little bit of squash left at the bottom of this. And so I filled it up to the top with water. And then I'm going to just have that. I'm just going to take a minute out and I'm just going to sit and drink some of that, you know. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to drink all of it, obviously. But I can work my way through that.
You want to see what I do?
Yes, I do. Okay.
Hey, look.
Hiya, so I'm just about to have some spaghetti bolognese. I'm very tired, very hungry. So I think after I've eaten this, I've got to just be a little bit aware that I might be very I might have a tendency to want to carry on eating. Like, I've got some more bolognese that I can eat, so if I want to eat that I can eat some more, but I've got to be cautious I don't there's some like chocolate breakaways downstairs that have the kids have got. It's like a full pack, so it's like 8 of them in there or something, so I've got to be aware of the fact that I might likely go on the hunt for more food, because you know, when you get really over hungry, you then tend to want to kind of overeat, sort of more than you would normally. But I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna watch Jane Day's vlog that she's uploaded. I've already watched a bit of it as I was kind of prepping to kind of dinner and stuff, so I'm going to finish watching that. I'll just show you having some spaghetti bolognese. I've just sat up top of the stairs just to have a minute out while the kiddies are having their dinner, just tired. So I'm going to go and have a bit of time just to myself before I prep for the next section. I don't know what I'm going to have after this. I'm just going to be cautious, so I'll probably just have a coffee after I've eaten, and then we're just going to slowly get ourselves upstairs, start sorting out, you know, little tidy through. My shopping's just arrived from Sainsbury's delivery, so I've put kind of half of that away. I've put the frozen bits away, you know, to get the emergency bits done. So we haven't tidied through, but Sunday's all about tidying up, so you know, we have our homework in the morning and then tidy up in the afternoon, so get most of that done then. But I think we're going to sort of start the process of bedtime soon enough. Okay, so I don't know what I'm going to have, probably coffee later and probably a hi-fi bar or something. Got some popcorn, so I might have some of that, but I'll see how I get on and see you in a bit. Hiya, just to let you know that I finished my food. Really nice, really warming. I basically put a little bit of leftover chilli I had from the other day as a base of my spaghetti bolognese, so it's just got a little bit of warmth to it, not very much, but just a little bit. It was just really nice, so I'm going to get myself another batch, a little extra helping. I've got another 10 minutes left on Jane Day's vlog, so I'm going to do just a little extra helping of this, just to kind of pick at as I sort of let my tummy settle in, and I think I'll be okay. It was tricky just earlier because I was just getting my daughter, she said she likes the spiciness of it, and I'd used a batch from the freezer instead of whooshing her up, some of this batch, so I've sort of whizzed her up some of that batch. But as I was carrying her bowl through to put some stuff in, it was all, because I put cheese and mayonnaise, she's got that in there, and it was just, I really wanted to eat it, but I managed to not eat, you know, not eat just like a spoonful of it. So I feel like I'm kind of over the kind of scary part, as it were. So I'm not going to say I'm totally over it, because I've still got the rest of the evening to go. But I'm just going to go and get myself another helping of this, and carry on watching Jane Day. So I just thought I'd let you know how I've got on. See you in a sec. So I'm going to do a second little helping of the bolognese. Obviously there's no spaghetti left, because that on the spaghetti is just the bolognese part. Nectarine and a bit of squash. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, and I've got some Diet Coke from the order as well, so I might just have a can of Diet Coke just to carry me through the next patch. That might help me not just want to eat all the chocolate. Hiya! So these are the biscuits that like little breakaways. They're 99 calories, so it's like 5 sins. But I've had, I've got 7.5 sins left to spend today. So there's 5 sins, so it's kind of pretty much all of it. So I'm gonna have a think about that. There's one I can have. Obviously I can't have 2, because that would take me over. So I'm gonna have a think. I've got some popcorn. I haven't had my hi-fi bars yet. I can still have 2 hi-fi bars. So I'm gonna have a think about it. But I've got a little cupboard that I put my children's food in. So it's a low down cupboard so they can access it. Obviously not all their food, you know. The fruit and stuff is kept in a fruit bowl. But it's for food that people have given them, things, you know, little snacky bits that end up in the house like this. This has been come away from the grandparents' house. And what I tend to do is I put it in that little cupboard, and I say it's their food, and then if I take it out of there, then I'm like basically stealing from my children. So it, like, I suppose it is, it's adding another layer of guilt on top. I don't really feel guilty when I eat food. It's not something I feel guilty. I feel a bit, if I overeat on stuff, I feel a bit crappy, but I just don't feel guilty about eating food. But I would feel a bit bad if I stole my children's food. So there's luckily there's 8 in there, so that's 4 biscuits each. So if I did take one, I'm trying to rationalise it here. If I did take one, then there wouldn't be equal amount for them, and I'd end up having to take 2. So I think I'm just going to put them in there, and then sometimes I even write their names on it. So it's like on their names on it, so I can't even get it at all. So I think that's what I'm going to choose. I'll put it away in their little drawer, little cupboard, and I will go and get myself a Diet Coke and perhaps a coffee, because it's, you know, be a nice warm drink. So I'll probably do that. To show you the biscuits, because they're like, I was going to pop one open for the kids, and I was just like, I have to show them. So I've kind of done the bit of showing them, so they can they lose their power, as it were. I don't know whether I've done this already, but I've got caffeinated. I've gone for a hot coffee. Just having some grapes. Hello. So I'm at the end of Saturday, so that means I have done a full week on plan, which I'm really happy about. I've utilised my plan, and that's gone reasonably well. I certainly haven't felt deprived or ordered about or anything. I've actually felt quite liberated, really, because I can choose what I want to eat on that plan. I I've organised it by what I naturally eat anyway. I've changed a few bits here and there, but I'll adjust as it goes on, so I think it's done pretty well. So what I'm going to have, my final bit of evening something, basically the kids have gone to bed, they're asleep now, so now I'm going to sit, just have a little chill out before I go to bed. I am going to, after I've had a drink, I've got to zhuzh up the leftovers spaghetti bolognese ready to put in pots, ready for the week. So I'll do a bit of that, but don't rush myself. It's going to take it easy. I've got decaffeinated coffee with almond milk. I have got a little bowl here waiting for my IFO bars. I open them up and then break them into tiny pieces and have them in a little bowl, and I can kind of snack out of them. I've got a salted caramel, and I've got a chopped macaroon, which I'll break into small pieces, and I've also got a pack of sweet and salty popcorn, about 3 thins. So that's going to be my 2 healthy extra Bs for the day. Got my it's like 1 healthy extra A for the almond milk, and 10.5 sins for my sort of popcorn and my breakfast. So that fits in pretty well there. I think that'll be it for me for today. So I will finish here, and I will say thank you so much for following me over the week. Really appreciate it. It's really, really kind of you. I know I don't lead a very exciting life. I don't go out in the evenings. I don't kind of have any parties to go to. I don't really see any friends. It's not really something I do. So it's not very exciting. But I'm happy in terms of, you know, I get a shop to run. I get 2 children who are lovely to be around, and I get to live a life of, you know, relatively ease. That's the tumble dryer, by the way. Can all the noise. So you know, I hope it was of some use, and it certainly triggered off a few sort of video ideas I've got kind of kicking around in my head. I might do one of those videos tonight, after I've kind of put together this, because right now my partner's out, kids are in bed, I don't have to get up particularly early in the morning, so I might do one. I've got kind of one prepped here, which is why does Slimming World work, and I've put together like sort of a list of a few bits and pieces that I've just thought about in there. So I think I might do that video tonight on why like Slimming World works and why it works for me, etc. I've got like a little list of videos that I've kind of thought about. These are some options for the future, which is why does Slimming World work, why being healthy is more than just about food for me, how I get myself back on track, why I chose to steer myself towards vegan choices, which I do now, trying, you know, thinking about being vegan a bit more, what pushes me off plan, why my meals are the same each week, why I weigh myself every day, the fact that sins are not sins anymore in terms of SYNs are not SINs anymore, and the transition between those 2 concepts, staying at target, what is bolster eating, because that's Jane Day asked what I termed bolster eating. It's just like a term that I'd kind of realised that I do just to prepare, I sort of eat to prepare myself. How I meal plan, and I've got here trying to figure out, Jane Day asked me, am I afraid of being hungry? So I think I might do my history with fear of hunger. So I thought there's a couple of videos there. Again, if anyone's got any ideas of the types of videos I like to see I'm more than happy. It might take me a little while to get around to it, but it's kind of nice having something to potter on with, I suppose, really, just to keep making me think about why I'm doing what I'm doing and the choices I'm making. Keep pushing myself to question why I do things rather than just do stuff and not really think about what I'm doing. I appreciate that. So I'll probably do that one tonight. I seem to have prepped myself a thing. I'll probably do why does steering wheel work tonight. Alright, thanks so much for watching, and I'll probably do another what I eat in a week type video in a couple of weeks once I've settled this plan into place, see how it fits and stuff, and see what happens if I do it again all next week, see if I get fed up with the food or if I'm quite happy doing the plan. I'll see you guys soon, and have a good week. See you later. Bye.